Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, where we make learning English grammar simple and fun. In today's lesson, we're going to dive into reporting verbs. You know, when you want to share what someone else said but want to avoid just using say or tell all the time? We'll look at a range of reporting verbs, how to use them, and even some common mistakes to avoid. Let's get started. Reporting verbs are verbs used to paraphrase or report what someone else has said. Instead of just using say or tell every time, you can use verbs like suggest, claim, admit, deny, and many more. Examples. She said she was tired. She admitted she was tired. He told me he had finished the project. He claimed he had finished the project. As you can see, reporting verbs can give more meaning to the sentence by showing how something was said, whether it was suggested, admitted, or denied. But they also come with specific rules. Let's take a look at how to structure sentences with reporting verbs. The structure of the sentence often changes depending on the verb you use. Some verbs are followed by an infinitive, some by that clauses, and others by gerunds. 1. Reporting verbs with the infinitive. These verbs are often followed by an infinitive. Promise, refuse, offer, agree. Example, she promised to help me with my homework. Example, he refused to join the meeting. 2. Reporting verbs with that clauses. These verbs are followed by a that clause. Say, claim, admit, suggest, insist. Example, she admitted that she made a mistake. Example, he suggested that we take a break. 3. Reporting verbs with gerunds. Some verbs are followed by a gerund, deny, admit, recommend, suggest. Example, she denied taking the money. Example, he recommended studying harder. It's important to remember that different verbs require different structures, so choosing the right one will improve your fluency. Differences between say, tell, and other reporting verbs. Now, one of the most common mistakes English learners make is confusing the use of say and tell. Let's clarify the difference between them and how other reporting verbs compare. 1. Say versus tell. Say doesn't need an object, but tell does. Example with say, she said she was tired. Example with tell, she told me she was tired. The key is that tell is usually followed by someone who is being told something. 2. More advanced verbs. Suggest versus advise. Suggest doesn't require an object. He suggested going to the park. Advise needs an object. She advised me to go to the doctor. The choice of verb can make your sentences more accurate and expressive, so be mindful of whether the verb needs an object or not. Now, let's dive into some of the most common reporting verbs and how they're used. These verbs can express different attitudes or meanings. 1. Claim. Use this when someone says something is true, but you may not believe it. Example, he claimed that he had finished the project. 2. Deny. Use when someone says something is not true. Example, she denied breaking the vase. 3. Admit. Use when someone accepts that something is true, especially something negative. Example, he admitted stealing the money. 4. Recommend. Use when someone gives advice. Example, she recommended studying before the exam. 5. Insist. Use when someone is very firm about something. Example, he insisted that we leave early. 6. Suggest. Use when someone proposes an idea. Example, she suggested going to the movies. Each reporting verb carries a specific meaning, so choosing the right one makes a big difference in how your message is understood. Now that we've covered different reporting verbs, let's look at how they're used in reported speech. When we report speech, we often have to change the verb, tense, and pronouns. When the reporting verb is in the past, the tense of the reported clause often shifts back. Examples. Direct speech, I am happy, she said. Reported speech, she said that she was happy. Direct speech, I will call you, he promised. Reported speech, he promised that he would call me. This shift in tenses is important when using reporting verbs, especially in formal writing or when retelling conversations. That's it for today's lesson on reporting verbs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more grammar tips. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.